Sup guys, Dardy coming at you with another video review. This time I'm taking a look at the 4th Doctor and TARDIS set from the long-lost Doctor Who episode Shada, which got released on DVD a couple of years back. So, let's take a look at the set. So we'll take a look at the 4th Doctor first. So, there we are. So let's just take a look at the articulation of the figure first. So, it's basically standard on your 4th Doctor. So you basically got head articulation, shoulders, elbows, biceps, wrists. If I just lift up the scarf, legs, T-crotch joint and all that. Got some knees, and we got boot articulation, which is normally you'd have thigh articulation, but these legs are from the Destiny of the Daleks 4th Doctor, so hence why he has the boots, because that's what he wore on Shada, or he would have worn. I mean, they had on location filming, so yeah. So yeah, that's the articulation. Pretty standard for your average Doctor. So let's just take a look at the details, shall we? So obviously this is a season 17 version of the 4th Doctor. He wore this costume predominantly throughout season 16 and 17. So we've got the brown jacket, not to be mistaken with what he wore in Pyramids of Mars, which was a more wine what colour. He has a shirt, doesn't have a waistcoat, which he did wear a waistcoat in Shada, but was more open, it didn't exactly show much during the episode, at least I think, anyhow. So, while it would have been nice to see that painted on, I can let it slide. As for the scarf, well, actually, no, we'll take a look at the head first. Head, it's basically your standard, like, later seasons Tom. So, basically, the head has some great highlights in it. Basically showed that he's getting a little bit older, that, you know, he's been in this regeneration for a while. So yeah, it's nice detail there. Obviously he's got the sideburns and all that. Although, having watched Shada, they did seem kind of red, so obviously they're probably greyed over time, so yeah. So now we'll take a look at the scarf. The scarf is a bit weird. So, as I said, I watched Shada last night, and the scarf in the story seemed a little bit, was coloured differently to the scarf this Doctor is wearing. So I'm not really sure if this is what we could call a season 16 or 17 scarf. I think this is probably more in line with his season 15 scarf, which I'm pretty sure most of you will be asking, what's the difference? Well, just take a look at the stories and all that, and see for yourself. But trust me when I say that this scarf isn't coloured right to be a season 17 scarf. So it's a bit of a nitpick on my account, but you know, that's just my opinion. But you know, seasons aside and all that, I do like the scarf. Think it's coloured rather nicely. Obviously there are bits of paint bleed, for instance, here. So I'm not really sure how well you can see that on camera, but sure. But that's just a manufacturing issue, I guess. But overall, I like this Fourth Doctor. Think it's nice to have something from the later seasons, because my Fourth Doctor collection beforehand was basically from, at the very best, his first 3 seasons, because I only had the season 12 and the season Doom Fourth Doctor, so yeah. So yeah, just yeah. So put the Fourth Doctor aside. Let's look at the main article of this set, which is the TARDIS. So if we just take a look at that, yeah. So this is the box used in, well, from Tom Baker's later years as the Doctor. For those of you who don't know, during filming for the Seeds of Doom, the original TARDIS prop, the one that had been used since 1963, was damaged during filming, and so they had to basically rebuild TARDIS completely for season 14 onwards. So this is obviously that box, but a little bit. No, this isn't. What? That's better. Sorry about that. But basically, yeah, this box was used from season 14 until the end of season 17, in which case it was replaced by the 80s TARDIS box, which we all know and love. Anyways, so it's coloured rather nicely. It's in the Shada colours, so basically the rust red windows and the darker blue / sort of black base. If you, there's a 360 of it. The doors open like all TARDISes. Obviously, there's no really interior, unless of course you wanted to insert it yourself. Obviously, we got the little button used to close the door. And yeah, so if we just do a side-by-side comparison with the other 70s TARDIS that we've gotten from B&M sets, you'll see that this one's slightly taller because of its base. So, but in the show, the base was thinner. So the Shada TARDIS is definitely more screen accurate. So yeah, doesn't come with any lights and sound effects, but you know, I mean, it's a B&M set, and we don't really do, well, they haven't really done an electronic classic TARDIS since 2010 with the William Hartnell box and the McCoy box and the other Baker box from the Planet of Evil. So yeah, as the blue light, which I believe was interchangeable back in season 17. So yeah, obviously they had this for Shada, so I'm actually really glad that they incorporate this, because it adds to the sort of specificness of the story. Obviously, it might raise a couple of questions if you want to use this as a general 70s TARDIS. Obviously, it didn't have it for that, but have this for the whole show, you know? But overall, this is a good box to have. Overall, the set, while having a couple of inaccuracies, particularly with the Fourth Doctor's scarf, It's a good set to have. I highly recommend tracking one down and B&M, probably once this whole lockdown thing is over. If you haven't already gone the 70s TARDIS, I more or less found this in B&M and thought, oh, I'd like to have that, because it's the 4th Doctor, and I love the 4th Doctor. So, yeah. So that's the 4th Doctor and TARDIS set. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. And, obviously, see my new backdrop, the secondary control room. Got this from a Doctor Who magazine, so, yeah. And, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next. I mean, I have plans for another custom Dalek. Actually, I've got a couple of ideas for another custom Dalek, but I'm currently working on one. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.